What have you seen from, like, specifically a guy like AJ who has experience, has been in summer league, and is kind of one of the more veteran guys here?
Yeah, I think AJ's done a good job kind of being the leader of the team, getting everybody going. He's got the ball in his hands a lot. I think he's done a good job with that. We have a lot of new guys who are new to the organization, new to the program. So having some of these guys who've been around a little bit, I think has been very helpful, and I think he's taken that responsibility pretty well.
I mean, speaking of all the new guys, how have they just kind of taken to learning everything? I imagine it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose at this point for them.
We're trying to give them as much as everybody can take. I think they're doing a good job absorbing it. I also think we're lucky that it's for a summer league team that's just getting together, a pretty cohesive group. One thing we've been encouraged by is the bench when guys aren't playing and people are playing well and they're standing up and they're yelling and they're cheering, from the injured guys to the guys that we have. I think they're doing a good job with that. It makes it a fun environment for everybody.
One of those guys is Thomas. It feels like he's up and cheering constantly. Just how encouraging is that to see from him, a guy who's injured and can't play?
Yeah, Thomas has great energy, and he's bringing great energy to the team, even though he's not able to play at this point. But that's exciting to see, and he seems to be having fun being around the team, and they're enjoying him being a supportive person.
What were the coach's expectations for AJ entering year number 2 after having a great year? He probably would have been all rookie had he not been injured.
Yeah, I think AJ worked back from injury and did a good job with that. I think that's not an easy thing to do, especially coming in his first year playing. I think moving forward, the Summer League's a great chance for him to get more experience and to make plays, play with the ball, play without the ball, work defensively on some different things. I think he's done a good job with that heading into year 2.
Summer League's always physical. You get 10 fouls, guys are fighting for a spot, but it seems like this year's been especially physical. Have you noticed that at all?
There was some good conversation amongst our coaching staff about the 10 fouls, and that it's interesting that you never think someone's going to be in foul trouble, and then all of a sudden someone's got 7 or 8 fouls. It's really something to see. So I think there's some physicality to it. We saw a lot of physicality in the playoffs, so I think that's something for us that we shouldn't be surprised by. There was some really physical series. I'm not sure Summer League's quite at that level, but maybe that's helpful to get our guys ready for some more serious games somewhere down the line.
I know injuries are a tough thing to answer, but is Carlson trending the right way to try to get some play here?
Yeah, I think he's been with the team. He's been kind of getting his individual work in. I think there's a plan for him in place, and yet they just continue to evaluate where he is.
How important is this offseason for him? Obviously, you guys thought a lot of him with the new 2-way contract.
I think the most important thing is to kind of look at the big picture with all these guys, and that Summer League's a good opportunity to get better, a good opportunity to play. He had some good moments during the season, and yet to continue to build on that is kind of what the Summer League's about.
What has this summer league been like for you? Obviously going through Salt Lake and then here in Vegas. Just how do you feel like this group has grown and you personally as well?
Man, this group, man, like we're just brothers, we're family. That's the main focus, and then you focus on winning. It's pretty simple, so that makes it fun.
Yeah, Connor was saying this is a pretty cohesive group for how many new faces there are. What is it about this group that makes you guys kind of click so early?
This Thunder organization does a good job of picking the right people. Not really focused on the basketball part, but the personality and the character part, and that makes us like gel together easier.
How have you liked Summer League for you so far?
It's been a learning experience, man. Like even though like AJ, I just found out we're the same age. I thought he was like 2 or 3 years older than me, but like just learning from people like him, Topic. He's a quiet guy, but just learning, just big time learning.
What were you expecting out of Summer League for yourself? Because I think the second game in Utah, you were pretty good, and of course yesterday as well.
I knew I was gonna compete at a high level. I was gonna do all the small winning plays, and whether I made shots, and I know I'm an elite shooter, but I knew that was going to come regardless, so I just focused on playing hard, competing, and then everything else take care of itself.
You mentioned the culture here. Obviously, we saw what this team did last season. Just how much does that, I guess, the positive reinforcement from your teammates and stuff really impact the way that a player performs?
From my experiences, that's probably one of the most key factors to winning because, man, if you're not having fun, if the environment's not positive in a winning environment, you're probably not going to have fun or perform at a high level. So that's been one of the biggest factors for me.
How much of guys like AJ, Topic, who were on the team last season kind of helped show you guys this is, what the Thunder basketball culture is all about this time?
Oh, yeah. Like, the way I talk to AJ, you would think, like, he's my vet. But he's 20. He just turned 23, which is crazy. But, yeah, just put my ego to the side and just asking a whole bunch of questions because, they spent the year. They got a year ahead of me, so they know a lot more.
How helpful? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's it been like to have such elite playmakers and guys like AJ and Tope?
Makes my job easy. Makes my job very easy. Like, it's like Topic, the way he gets paint touches. I remember the very first practice. The pass he was making, it's like I didn't even know I was open. So I was like, okay, yeah, now I got to stay ready because you never know when the ball's coming. And like if he throws you the ball, man, 9 times out of 10, you got enough time to shoot the ball. So I just stay ready.
For you, I know you're probably learning a lot right now, probably drinking out of a fire hose a little bit, but what has it been like these last couple of weeks here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I think just kind of getting around the guys, getting around, just the coaches, and immersing myself in the culture. It's been a lot of fun and just competing for, now we've played 4 games under the belt, so it's been a lot of fun.
Connor was saying that this is a pretty cohesive group for how many new faces there are. How are you feeling just in terms of the camaraderie and the chemistry?
Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like, I think the Thunder do a lot of great job of just kind of, they talked about it before, but just getting people, like everybody on this team, like we feed off each other. I don't know if you saw like the interview and stuff like last night after the game or whatever, but like that isn't like a facade. It's not like it's like genuine. So like it's so cool to be a part of that. But yeah, I mean everybody on this team's a great kid, great player. And, we all are just rooting for each other. So, like, it doesn't matter who scores, it doesn't matter who plays. As long as we win, we're going to celebrate it.
Through 4 games, what have you liked so far now?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've really liked just kind of the, being able to kind of be, who I am, but just really trying to lock into, like, what, kind of my identity is and what it will be, trying to grow in the next step. But kind of think I touched on it earlier, but the coolest thing about the staff kind of telling me going into these games was, like, go out there and just play so hard and have fun. And then we'll kind of get the baseline and start the development after and kind of see where I'm at. But it's been just so cool to just go out there and just be me and then, just try to aid to winning ball games. So.
That little game in Utah, you took a hit in the chops, and there go the teeth again. And you handed it to the trainer, and you kept on playing. Is that something you're just used to now?
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm used to. I'll get my teeth back in August, which I won't have the problem. But yeah, I mean, like the thing is, since I don't have those teeth right now, and I kind of got the retainer and got knocked out, like they can always be fixed. So like I'm not gonna lose. If I lose more teeth, like I'll just get those fixed then too. So, I mean, like it's crazy, but I'm at the point where it's like I love this game and I play it a certain way, so I'm never gonna change for that. It got me this far, so just because I got hit in the chops, like I wasn't gonna sit out. Like I didn't play great, I didn't have front teeth, but like I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna finish the game, like try to get us to win a ball game. That was a game we actually won in Utah, so yeah, so that's just who I am.
You mentioned this culture with so much of this game being mental about mindset. Just how much does it help as a player when you've got your teammates rooting for you like that?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you just kind of got like a safety net of, like when you make mistakes, especially with the staff too. It's like when you make mistakes, it's always like the next play. And like they want you to shake it off. And if you're, being aggressive and being you and making mistakes, they're going to live with that every time. So I think that the support from the teammates and the support from the staff is, unmatched. And it's just been such a great experience.
Summer League's always physical. You get 10 fouls, but this year it seems especially physical. Have you noticed that physicality ramp up at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you saw it with Memphis, and they kind of have like their head coach is actually coaching, and they like want to pick up full, play really fast. And I think a lot of that's to do really with teams like the Thunder and like the Pacers, kind of the success they had playing like that. So, it's been really cool and a learning experience for us too, like the first game. Handling pressure, kind of getting into our offenses and stuff. But it's really cool. I think that's kind of where, teams are shifting, just try to be really physical, really aggressive, and play really fast. So it's been really fun for us to get here and get a little taste of that before, the real show starts, in a month or whatever.